Hi, so is keto an extreme diet? I had to ask myself this question when I started my journey, and I'm glad I did because finding the answer to that and really resolving it in your own mind helps later when you're faced with different situations, different temptations, when you have people maybe speaking badly about it. You actually have the answer from the research you've done. So, a couple of things. First of all, you just start. I mean, I've heard a lot of people say just give it 30 days. And I'd say that's a good idea. I feel like I didn't want to quit after 30 days. I think really doing 3 months, you really see the differences in your life, in your health, your overall well being, how you feel. So give it a try yourself. Make a deal with yourself. This is what I'm going to do. And then do it and see how you feel. And that in itself is very concrete that, okay, this is right for me. Um, the next thing is to do your own research. I've talked to a lot of people that, they're curious of what I'm doing. And so I tell them what I'm doing. And they don't want to do all the research behind it. They don't want to read the books. They don't want to watch the videos and, get all that information. They just want to be told what to eat and when to eat and just do that. That might work for a little while, but again, it's not, you're not making a resolution to do it on your own. And I feel like having a lot of that knowledge of why you do certain things the way you do, such as intermittent fasting or not eating very many carbs. Why? Why is that important? It kicks you into fat burning. What does that mean? Why does your body go to fat burning if it doesn't have carbohydrates? Learning the answers to these kind of questions makes it easier when you're at that party and there's those awesome brownies that your friend made, or the drink or whatever is your temptation. It makes it so much easier to turn that down if you're like, no, if I put that in my face, then I'm going to have all these issues with my insulin spiking. It's going to shut off my human growth hormone. It's not going to allow me to use autophagy. And so there's all these different things that if you research and it helps you to stay determined to do this diet, because it is hard when there's addictive foods everywhere. That was one reason. Also, just to have a better attitude towards it. It's hard when you're used to eating a certain way, and especially if you're doing it alone. Like, for example, I'm married and I have 3 kids, and I'm the only one in my family who currently eats this way. And it's hard to do on your own and to stick with it, especially when you're making meals for everybody else that, you used to dive right into as well. So it really helps you to stay motivated. And also helping you to defend your food choices. So, when you're out to eat and everybody else is ordering dessert and you're good, you don't need dessert, and people are, maybe harassing you or giving you a hard time or, want you to take a bite or taste it or whatever, be like, no, I just don't feel like it. And if they have questions, you actually can come back and tell them something, rather than it's just you've heard that this is a really good diet because Instagram told you, or YouTube or Facebook or another. I don't know if I'm supposed to be, dropping all of these trademarks, but it's true. Just because something or somebody told you to do it doesn't mean it's the best thing for you to do. So you need to do the research yourself. Read. There are so many amazing books about this subject. I can do another video about the books that I've personally found really useful. But anyway, so yeah, is it an extreme diet? Sure, you're cutting out a major macronutrient, right? For one, it's not. I mean, what's the word? It's not an essential nutrient in your body. Like, you can get all your body's needs of carbohydrates from leafy greens and other vegetables. You don't need these other carbohydrates. But people are resorting to a lot of really extreme things these days to get their weight down. Watching people get bariatric surgery, which, You think cutting out a macro is pretty extreme. Cutting out part of your stomach, I think, is pretty extreme too. Uh, I Everybody has their own opinions on what they do, and I absolutely do not mean that to offend anybody who's had gastric bypass or the sleeve or lap band or anything like that. Like, it's completely a personal choice. Maybe that's what you need to do for you. I personally thought about it. I was this close to forking up the money to go do it because I was so sick of living this way. And I'm glad personally that I didn't, that I found this other way to handle it. But anyways, so that's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you soon.